Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Bobcats, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers. Bobcats will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Panthers offense will get the first crack at it here. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
He breaks a tackle. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end and just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Line gets set, 1st down. They'll leave it with him. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Bobcats are in the hurry-up. Rides to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. To the air, it's McLeod. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a lost one deep down the right side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. From the gun, the ground game. Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Thompson. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Heaves it deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Wilson. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Inside a minute to play in the half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break? Quickly complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. They'll immediately call timeout. Looking for a man. It's McLeod. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Looking to throw on second down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Going up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Dialing up a second down pass play. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Pulls it in. It's Hurst. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Feeling some heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
And the Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They'll open the second half with a run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to get the perfect plan, like just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's McLeod. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You could tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Looking to move it through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires to the right. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll go with a direct snap. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal for the offense. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Georgia State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Georgia State, 10. Texas State, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. On target to the left. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And he's just going to spike it, hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Looking to pass, it's McLeod. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Splits the uprights. Good. Final minute of play, all locked up. Are we headed to overtime? Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Running behind that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Makes the catch. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Give to the running back. Touchdown, Bobcats. They strike first in overtime.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll throw it on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. 4-down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a 3rd and long here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. 4th and long, and they have to pick it up to keep their chances alive. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Free.
Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime playing that one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer.